Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Deckgame. This time around, Eurocorps, which actually has quite a lot of units that aren't bad, but just overshadowed by AMX 10s and AMX 10s and Tigers and the Leclerc. Yeah, anyways. Logistics, nothing too fancy. Autocannon CV tank is fine and all, but I don't like having my sturdy CVs with only one top armor. Everything else. Sorry for the room in the background if you heard that. Everything else, nothing too special. And also not a fan of 15 point supply trucks, but woohoo. Yeah. Infantry. Honestly, it's hard to get anything fancy in here that isn't outright bad. So this is certainly not the weakest infantry type. We are still up to Milan F3. I guess in hindsight, if I was the one who sent the deck in, I would have put in something like Milan once in the 5-pointer or something, which is something you don't see very often, but can still be very effective. Jäger, you really see very rarely nowadays. I know Balanced once tries them again in Eurocorps and Firestarter with his 5-year-old decks that has them, but Modern 183, again, one of those vehicles that's just, with the way that Wargame Dragon works and with the way the maps are built, not a very good vehicle, straight up. The range and accuracy just are the biggest issue of this vehicle for its price. We might have having a Panther, I think probably outside of the Milans, I guess, the most meta pick here. You don't see it all too often, but I think especially in team games, you still see it fairly often. In 1 versus 1s, I think not too many people use this, but in team games, I think it's not too rare because those are probably your preferred helo drop. Probably your preferred helo drop infantry. Some people use Commando Marines, but the Reminder 5 have, for one, you get more per card, so if you want to spam Panthers, that's better. Secondly, they are cheaper, and thirdly, they also have a very good anti-tank weapon. Whereas the Commando Marines are more for low-ish or medium intensity flanks, I guess, and operating on their own, which Reminder 5 can't do as well. So 2 helo drop infantry squads. And support tab, El Noir, Roland 2, they're all solid pieces, especially the Roland 2, which is kind of like the Blue Fort equivalent of an Osa AK. Cheap, but very reliable anti-plane AA, or very effective. The AK is not as reliable as the Roland 2, of course, but the downside here is, of course, it's tracked, and it has only 2 shots per salvo, only 5 HE, but still massive 65% accuracy on a very mobile chassis for only 50 points. It's hard to beat that. Base Lars, it has a lower aim time, it has lower HE, although I don't know if the HE radius is actually bigger, or like rather smaller, I should say, but mainly it's the aim time and the fact that the shots come out a lot slower between each other. And this mortar, which straight up is incredibly cost inefficient, however at least we have a fob, so we have something to use our fob with. 2A5, like I said, it's the worst super heavy in my opinion, but that doesn't mean that this is far from saying it's a bad unit. It's super heavy at the end of the day, which is very good. MX40, MX10 RCSB, very strong unit, although obviously while this is obviously probably the biggest deal when it comes to the MX10s, the MX10 RCSB is still quite a ridiculous unit. And the MX40, massive medium optics, but only 12 front armor, with the fact that the autocannon cannot shoot at the same time as the main gun. Not so nice. The wannabe MX10, only 1 front armor, heat, 7 RPM, less range. It's obviously pretty bad, but it's small. I remember, small anecdote here, years ago on the forums, I used to be quite a forum warrior, in case you didn't know, on the forums arguing with somebody when I think it was about the Hachinana. I think it was at 25 points. I think it was about that. And I was arguing that the Hachinana is just way too strong, which back then it honestly was, especially given the fact that mixed Blue for decks, mech and moto were quite ridiculous. So I was saying, Hachinana way too strong, and someone seriously suggested that the Hachinana isn't very good and gets easily countered by units like this, the AML 90. they were specifically naming this, and it was already as bad as here back then. A good chance it didn't even get changed. It was horrible back then. It still is. Yeah. VBL Mistral used to be picked quite often, but with people putting in Tigers and AMX-10s in every tag, it's hard to fit it in. The fact that it has only 2 missiles at the ready can sometimes really be annoying, but the stealth can help quite a bit when shooting out of bushes at enemy rocket pod helos, because very often then you do not get spotted and then wrecked by those rocket pods. Benchbringer, very nice, sadly in this truck, so they're gonna be very slow actually. Hussars 85, kind of nice regular squads because they actually have a usable anti-tank weapon with no downside at all. You get the same per card, and you get them for the same price. Actually quite nice. But unfortunately in a slow transport. MX Hot Martin by TS1, they're okay. Nothing too fancy though. Helicopters, honestly they're both fine. Planes, so Batnard is okay, Mirage is good if it was upweighted. And the 5F bomber, it has an okay payload, but it just doesn't have the survivability. And that's the deck. Nothing too fancy, but a lot of like sub-meta picks if you want to call it that. And yeah, I'll see you in just a second once we found a game. And we immediately found one, so let's see what happens. Please let it not be, I think Pharaoh was his name again, who we fought twice by now. I have no clue who that is. Is he on my friend list or mute list? He is not. Oh, yo, he probably knows me. Let's see. I have no clue who that is. Well, it should be interesting. As long as we don't get healer rushed, you know, all is good, as I like to say. Which I actually don't. I never say that. Okay, he definitely does know who it is. But how should I respond to this? Just say this. I don't even know. Should we try to? Sure. Let's do a healer drop into alpha. We have the things that one of you. Get you. I'm not sure. Let's get at least one of you. Probably a Recon healer as well. And behind that, let's get like a motor push with some of you. We don't have any motorized infantry squads, I just realized. We don't have anything. Alright, we have these. Why am I buying AML90s, dude? What am I wrong? What's wrong with me? Let's get one of you as well. For the right side, sure, let's get like one of you just to drive down the road here. Yuma squad, Jäger squad on the sides. Let's focus on using the AMX-40s, you know. We have VBL Mistrals. I don't. Let's get an Ilnua. It's cheap, and then these 2 AA pieces plus the AA helicopter should hopefully be enough. Jäger spam. Let's just spam more Jäger, I guess. For 20 more points, let's get just one more. Oh, bam, dude. It's perfect, you know? If I had an MX-10 RC here, I couldn't have bought another recon vehicle there. Checkmate. It was just horrible, but... Ready, mine dude. By the way, I hope you did enjoy the last video where I got very salty. Also, presumably tomorrow, if you watch this on Thursday, presumably I've planned that I will probably do the 5,000 subscriber special stream. Don't know, it's not guaranteed yet, and it would usually be around 8-ish PM CEST, but you'll see an announcement on YouTube hopefully a couple hours prior, ideally. But No guarantees just yet. We'll just have to see. Right, so we're gonna heal drop there. Depending on what we spot, of course, we might. Oh, you're not very fast. Yikes! 210k mage. It's pretty bad. It's horrible. It's like MI2 level. I thought you were faster. I could have sworn you were like, I don't know, 270 maybe, but that's actually not great at all. The pirate is also not particularly fast, but I guess if we spot something else coming, then at least the pirate should be salvageable, since the gazelle and the panther will be at front. Maybe we'll unload the pirate in here. I guess depending on what we spot, maybe we will just unload one in there as well. That's good. Actually, just to slow him down, but then having only one Rima there might be a bit too low. Indeed. I have to admit it would be quite a troll if he takes it long and ends up healer rushing me. We'll see. It is certainly not the worst out of all the Deckgame decks, I have to say. It's actually a very playable deck. But of course, it doesn't mean that it can't be improved, right? I think also I will not do any like second video with it. At this point, I don't know. Probably not, because I'm recording this just to have something recorded, so I don't need to spend too much time trying to find a game and whatnot. Because I actually have some more important stuff to do, but I need a video for tomorrow. Let me just close this. And this. Oh my, that's panthers. That's a lot of panthers. And that's the tiger. Tiger Hap. He's playing, it's not airborne. Oh, you're out far. Oh no, this isn't good. Yeah, let's get out of there. I don't know. I think that, yeah, it was wrong. I don't know if I could have unloaded in time. That's a lot of fucking helos, my dude. That's a mirage. Could this be Moto? I don't think it is. No, he didn't. It's not. It's unspec. You don't get Moto. I get Panthers and Motos. Do you? You do. But if those are Rima, then. Alright, this is. Okay, sure, I guess. Milan's, huh? Maybe it is Moto. Oh no, oh no. Another one of you. That's so many goddamn helos, man. Oh, I think it might just be Moto. What are those? Yikes, dude. They're... I have no motor. Get some defenses here. Or we lose our ASF to some... garbage ass. Well, not garbage ass, but to an AMX 10 RC. Well, I mean, he didn't count for AMX 40s. He unloaded Milan once here as well. They're Jäger on veteran, so it is Moto. Dude, what? My AMX 40 just got wrecked by... What did it get wrecked by? Don't get side shot. Okay. Too many healers, dude. Too many. You're gonna get spotted now, probably. What was that healer? Panther. Get one of you. I don't even know his AA. Let's get a panther of our own. Let's get... Okay, you're good. Get like some spam of you guys maybe? Maybe that works? You're out of ammo. Okay, that's not good. No, 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 you can't shoot at them anymore. You can at least. And you missed? Oh, but it's still horrible. Shouldn't you? Missed as well. Great. No! Drive. Okay, he didn't notice me. Okay, CV's probably there in the back. He has a tiger there. So maybe also where's Fob then? Yeah, Fob is back there, okay. Oh, his tiger was landed! His tiger was landed! I don't have the range! I didn't get him! I would have one-shot him. No. Sad. This is very sad. This is incredibly sad. Hello, you're in attack move. Why are you not firing? Why are you not firing? I mean, now you're stunned, but... Hello? Come on, stop firing at me, dude. Jesus Christ, dude, I'm getting absolutely demolished here. I think we have to buy a CV because it's a plus T tick. We can't just let him tick for so long. We have to buy a CV. Oh, that aim L90, dude. Such a disappointment. Such a disappointment. You were the chosen one. Let's get some more Jäger in here, but they're just gonna get absolutely wrecked by more and more and more rocket pods. Okay, let's see. Can we move you up? That's his Mirage. MX-10. Oh no, those were the Legion 90 shooting, not... Sorry for that. You don't have line of sight, of course. Game sometimes. More ATGMs, of course. Let's get some fan spam, maybe Deckgame or something. Oh, you're gonna have to do that there now, empty. I'm still gonna lose. Did you not? I can't do that, otherwise if he gets into this building, I'll just lose them. The Eric squads. Oh my god, dude, so many Panthers. I can't do anything against them because my AA is not here yet. So there, Roland. Wield Roland. Let's turn you off before you get spotted. Ay. See if we can put you into this bush. It would really help me. Get a bomber, I mean, but he has a Roland here. So hope you don't get spotted. Oh, I forgot you're at low HP. You're at low HP. Where's my Panther? It's there. Let's try something. This is just straight up lost. I should have probably sent like a squad here much earlier since I realized how all in he went, but maybe we can still catch him off guard. He did get an aim extender earlier. I don't know if he got anything else. If he didn't get anything else, we could do some stuff in Foxtrot, but aim makes sense. Please double tap. Thank you. Tiger shouldn't have been alive in the first place. I mean, shouldn't have been is a big stretch. I shot at max range with 40% base accuracy, so I didn't pay attention, but probably like 42 or something % accuracy on that thing. So you know, I can't be like too angry that I didn't hit him. But of course, it would have helped me very significantly had I hit. I think so much is clear. Lost the aim with 113 here, but I didn't. Here. He kept it now, so that leads me to think that there probably is something here, given the fact that I lost it here, probably to an infantry squad there. There's a Panther of his. Yeah, it was. I think if I had sent something there as soon as I realized that my AML90 was getting there basically scot-free, could have done some amazing stuff. And yes, I think he might have just landed Mistral there. I think. Oh my god, just half a minute earlier, and yeah, I should have realized it much sooner. I think now it's too late. Fuck. Yeah, this game is over. I think. I mean, it probably was earlier, but I think that might have been my last serious chance there. Fuck. What? Did he drive it down there and I didn't spot him? What? Oh, maybe down there. Yeah. Yikes, dude. I'm just getting butt fight. I lost so many. His drop worked wonders, like perfectly against me. Since I had no croutons, right, to really stop him in his tracks. And only one VBL Mistral. And I don't have the fire support to deal with him in towns. Like I have nothing in terms of fire. I have Panthers, but yeah, they don't work. I mean, yeah, now there's Jäger in there. It's GG. And my tanks are squishy, so yeah. I'm basically his deck, but worse. I don't have the Martyr 2s. Whatever Recon aim makes sense. I don't have the Leopard 2s. Tigers, Crotons, nothing of that. Especially on this map where speed is and maneuverability is so crucial. But then again, like I said, if I had realized that much earlier, could have actually got something down there. I think I'll do a second game of this after that. I mean, not in this video, I think, because I don't have the time. But I'll play this again. I'll make some slight adjustments, so the deck is a bit more samey. Or maybe it doesn't. Yeah, there they are. Yeah, no chance. No chance. Yeah. I didn't want to drag this out much longer. Let's quickly take a look at the replay because I am curious. I guess that SCB probably was in the back of his spawn in that forest area as well. I guess at some point I could have bought a bomber and tried to snipe it, but Same with his fob, but I was getting, just in general, too distracted on the stuff here. It was back there, okay, yeah. But I would have thought, what I meant originally was maybe it was back here, but it being here, I just didn't spot far enough. I didn't spot the fob either. Yeah, I just want to mainly see what was going on in Foxtrot. Because I was able to drive through just here just fine. I guess the Legion 90 squad that was here was the only thing. So I could have definitely just landed here with a Puma Pirate. He missed with his Legion 90 squad. Yep, could have just this Vab T20 wasn't even here either, so it couldn't have stopped the Puma Pirate as well. And if I had gotten a foothold here, then obviously I wouldn't have won but would have given me a chance. But I was getting pushed out here in Charlie by just, yeah, just couldn't effectively deal with this stuff. I don't have the fighting recon to do with this AMX-10s. My tanks are too squishy. And my infantry is just too immobile. I should have probably got more Panthers. Panthers could have worked until he brought up the Ronin 3. That probably would have been the best call in terms of this area here. So maybe he would have just... He still had this Tiger on and just didn't do anything until now, so maybe that wouldn't have worked very well either. Just a very, very big oof. Jesus. You need cheap fire support for that, and I don't have that in the stack. Or even Eurocorps in general is better that the best cheap fire support you have is either the MX-13 or the MX-10. Cheap is relative here, but the MX-40, especially it's on tank combat at long ranges, it does fine, but it's bad at close range, and it's bad when you deal with a deck like this that can hit hard. It doesn't have any armor itself, like low-end ATGMs, MX-10 RCs, that type of stuff. That's also where it's just horrible against. Because against this, you want tanks with high armor, and well, you don't care about AP really. You want high armor, right? I don't have that. The Marder 183 is obviously also basically useless in this matchup. So yeah, I'm really just his deck, but with a Super Heavy and an AMX-40. And I guess a Marder 183, but all of those units are pretty bad. Let's quickly take a look at this deck. I'm gonna play this again because this was just a short but bad match. I wanna do it. Let's keep them in the let's keep them here. So there's let's put them in the T20. Let's try this. It's not a. I would have personally put them in the 5-pounder, but let's try something like that. And to be a bit more fancy, let's do it like this. So you have like some affordable Marder 183s. Oh no, let's keep them down. Why not? And let's call it a day here. Let's keep these down with it for now, just because. Yeah, short video, but I'm short on time as well. So let's hope the next one goes better. Hope you still enjoyed it, and I'll hopefully see you in the next one.